Whoa, count blue strips like, whoa. Girl, you got some on you, whoa. How you, let me see you walk. Yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Slow it down, walk around.
It's the NBA on K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. A contest between conferences. Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road. So home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
This man at the line is a puzzle that defenses for years in this league have just not been able to solve. And that is really the story of James Harden's career.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Davis. It's Okongwu, top of the key. Now Davis. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago? When he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system.
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer, turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And fighting through the foul that time as AD was able to put that shot up.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Here's Young. James Harden picking up that last basket. The shot's good.
Showing no mercy. Young gets free with the cutting dribble.
here's Harden. Outside Edwards. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 5 points so far.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Davis sets a screen. Inside. And it's Davis with the jam.
And really, that's a perfect screen and roll play that gets AD to look where he wanted it.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And Edwards with the stuff.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley-oop.
And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by Atlanta. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Young left side. Outside, Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling him.
The Suns trailing. Here's Harden. Lobbed up there for Edwards. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find it.
Done outside. Off target from outside. And so here's Phoenix. Harden outside. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point land, Harden's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And Edwards slams it in.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Davis sets a screen. And here's Young from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 8.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
For 3, Edwards. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Ball stolen. Down low. Great communication on the alley-oop. Boyd's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Rebound, Atlanta.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
He'll be up top. Releases. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's the pick. Pass to Azubuike. Stolen by Bibby. Okushevsky with the ball. The Hawks working the ball around. Bibby with it. Still without a basket. He can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Stolen by Bibby. From the arc. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Rivers. Pass to Nix. And now Bibby pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Suns trail by 5. They set the pick. There's the lob to the hoop. And, Brett, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But there's a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that? And Poku really gliding out there as he got himself into great position.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Suns trail by 5. .144 left in the first half. Edwards with the screen. Lobbed up there. Edwards up high.
Well, just shredding the D here on the pick and roll. Harden, a true maestro.
Pass to Bibby. Okushevsky in the corner. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Count the basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Harden. He lobs it up.
Well, Harden in sync with his teammates, and he's looking to create whenever he can.
Atlanta leading by 3. Over to the wing. Bibby for 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
To the middle. Here's Clark. Takes it off the glass. Clark's got his second bucket tonight.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Highsmith. Nothing on the board. Pass to Pokusevski. For 3, Bibby. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Richards no good. With Samart. And it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Here's Richards. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rivers bounce pass. Pass to Clark. Spins. Edwards driving in, and Edwards slams it in.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
John misses. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 4. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Wants to get it to Edwards and does.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Young from outside. The shot misses. So it's Phoenix now. Brent with Avdia. There's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
John misses. It's stolen by Buzelis. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The 3 from Davis. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Back to Edwards for the tie. Pass to Rivers. 5 to shoot. Here's Richards. And stolen by Dunn. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Edwards. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And that one's good. Richards. Richards got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the inside. And Davis throws it down.
Like to see that from Trey, directing traffic, getting a good result there on the pick and roll.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Suns making a change here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Suns substitution. Number 18, Daishan Nix.
Harden outside for the lead. Rebound by the Hawks. Now, Buzelis hasn't made one yet.
And Trey knows he's going to get all the attention, does a good job of finding the open man.
Here's Harden. And Davis pulls it down. The Hawks leading by 4.
2 minutes.
Dunn up top. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Buzelis. The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Dunn outside. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Pass to Young. Back to Davis. Rebound by Azubuike. Suns trail by 4. To the paint. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Now, here is Young. He's got 15. And 1:01 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis now top of the key. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
You don't want to give a bunch of these mid-range jumpers to AD because he'll get in the rhythm and he'll bury you.
Now here's Rivers. He has yet to score. Chalk up 2 there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Davis. Now here's Okongwu. Young looking it over. The 3 from Davis. Back to Young. The shot and game clock separated by 4. The steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Prosper misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted.
37.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. Here's Bruzelis. It's hauled in by the Suns. To the middle. Here's Nix. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Trae Young. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Atlanta.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. And you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Davis. Rebound by Azubuike.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's the floater. And Davis sends it back.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before.
Somehow misses the one-handed flush. The Suns trailing. Now here's Rivers. Here's Nix. It's stolen by Davis. From deep. They get the rebound. Here's Floyd. Another shot. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Nix. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Pass to Bibby. Back to Davis. Got a hand on it. They get it back. On the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, you can see that AD was trying to bait the defense into jumping first. He wisely gets the contact and marches himself straight to the foul line.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Harden scanning the floor. It's stolen by Buzelis. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. The Hawks working the ball around. Young with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside Edwards. Oh, the block shot crams it out of the air. Done with it. Now Avdia defending. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Suns trail by 5. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. Oh, he misses the dunk. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create.
Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Young for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Edwards drives in. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Here's Young from the arc. Avdia with the rebound.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
They set the screen. And they get it back. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Pass to Buzelis. To the inside. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now Young. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. A 3. The rebound by Harden. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Buzelis, no one around him. Connects from downtown.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Here's Avdia. Over to the left wing. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Hawks.